Hey guys, it's Fred. Thanks for joining me. Have another video for you. Mistaken identity case looks like. Let's watch it and see.
Tonight on News 4 Jax at 6, video shows Jacksonville police entering a woman's home, and she says it was a case of mistaken identity.
This one?
Mama, calm down!
And now she's calling for accountability after she says officers threw her on the ground and handcuffed her. This woman tells the News 4 Jax I-Team that police questioned and released her after realizing they had the wrong person.
News 4 Jax I-Team reporter Tarek Miner's here in the studio with more on the incident that was all caught on cell phone video. Tarek?
Well, Christy Jackson's 4-year-old grandson, her 2 daughters, they were also inside that apartment off Moncrief Road when JSO officers went to her house looking for a female suspect. Jackson says within just a few seconds of knocking on her door, police were inside of her house, forcing her into handcuffs.
What's going on? What's going on? What's going on? What's going on? Can somebody please help me? Please! Oh my God!
It's absolute mayhem inside Christy Jackson's house just after midnight on Thursday, after Jackson says sheriff's officers forced their way inside her apartment without a warrant, taking her down to her kitchen floor with force.
They literally slung me on the ground. I was on the ground. One officer kicked me in my right side, kneed me in my right side as I was on the ground.
Jackson says it all started with a knock on the door, with JSO officers asking her if she was Mrs. Cooper. Jackson says she told the officer she wasn't Mrs. Cooper 2 times. She says then she tried to shut her front door.
Now, got ready to close the door. It was stopped by Officer Foot, and then all the other officers bum rush right through here.
What's going on, officer? Can you talk to me? Can you talk to me, please?
At one point during the scuffle, a JSO officer is heard saying, "We're trying to figure out what's going on as well."
Boy, that one officer right there, that's twice I've seen it. The one, he knees her at the door. He drops down to one knee and drops the other knee right into her side. If that is a case of mistaken identity, poor old lady, she did take a good blow to her rib cage or stomach there.
Jackson is heard asking members of her family to run and get her photo identification.
Find mama purse. What's going on?
Get her ID. Verify that she lives in this apartment. It would help.
She lives here, officer. What? Mama, where's the at? Officer. What's going on? I didn't do nothing. That's what we were trying to figure out. Mama. Go get my ID, please. What's going on? Officer, can you please tell me what's going on?
I need her ID. That's all I need.
Jackson says JSO officers took her out of her house in handcuffs and placed her in the back of a squad car where they questioned her. She says officers didn't read her rights or tell her why she was being detained. Here's what she noticed inside of the police officer squad car.
Once I got inside the car, I'm looking at, they got 4 pictures of this person that they're looking for. And out of all 4 pictures, we don't look skin color not alike, hair color not alike. Hers is more red, mine is more orange.
Jackson says 30 minutes later, police let her go and told her it was a case of mistaken identity because of her hair color. She says one JSO officer said he was sorry, but she says her family is still traumatized by what happened in their own home.
That they stop it. They stop brutalizing people like they're doing. Communicate with people instead of being the first thing you want to do is put your hands on them and slam them on the ground and hurt them all up.
We had a lot of questions. News 4 Jax asked the sheriff.
First of all, she's exactly right. Very smart lady. Why do we have to act so fast? Why do we have to, like she called it, bum rush her? Come crashing in the door like a bunch of Gestapo. Those days need to quit. Unless it's something that's so, unless it's a terrorist or something that is so bad that we know they are armed and ready to go, that was uncalled for, from what I could tell by the video.
Office. So what happened in that video? We asked specifically, what was Sheriff T.K. Waters' response after viewing that video? We also asked for an interview with the sheriff. The sheriff declined the interview. A spokesperson for the sheriff's office responded saying that this incident is now being administratively reviewed. Therefore, we are unable to comment on the incident while that review is ongoing. We will have more on this developing story.
Isn't that a great cover to have? Just, well, it's under investigation. We can't comment. We can't show you any records or files. That's, guys, it's got to change. It's just totally uncalled for. It's Fred. Please like, subscribe, and share.